Hey guys, it is time, Juju time. Got a couple of minutes here. Let's see if I can find myself live. I never know. Let's see here, notifications. Who knows? Anyway, so I thought what I worked today on is this here, and put another layer on that, and then also work on the cut canvases from last week and go a little further on that. So that's what I'm heading for so far. If I could just find myself live on here. Okay, maybe not. I don't know why I have so much trouble with this. I mean, good Lord. It's like you have to be smarter than what you're working with, and I'm obviously not. So, anyway, I'm live now. There we go. Let's see if I can find it. Get comments on. There we go. Okay, I don't know if anybody's here or not, but we'll see. It looks like one set of eyeballs there. Okay, so continuing with the purple theme here. If you remember, I put this on, I had just dipped it in the gesso and water, and then I applied it to the canvas. I did not go over it with the gel medium. So it's not as hard, and the fabric is more absorbent than it would normally be. So I'm just playing here. So I'm thinking I'm going to take some of this Purple Lake Daler Rowney ink, and I'm going to start applying that on here. And I've got plenty of water because I always have my water here. And I'm probably going to squirt that down really well. And then let's see what happens. Oh, that was so pretty. Now I'm just applying this on the top edges here. I'm not trying to go down into the crevices. So I'm going to put that all over the top. I love Daler Rowney ink. Man, it's just great stuff. And because it's an acrylic, it dries and it is permanent. Okay, so there's on there. So let's put a little more water on there and see what happens. Oh, it's almost like it's blooming. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm going to get a little help over here. Tilt and let it run and make a mess. That's what I do. I don't want to forget about the outside edges here. Okay, that's pretty. I like that. It's just wicking, the fabric is wicking that purple up, and so I'm not going to go back and try and make that a solid color. I'm just going to allow that to continue to wick, and I'm going to set it aside after I put the lid back on this because I will knock it over, and we will come back to that in a few. This is why I always have so many things in progress. Now, I'm not doing this to keep the table clean, obviously. I'm just keeping it off stuff. That's why I have so many things in progress, because there's so many layers going on. It takes me forever. Okay, I had tried some of the Daler Rowney, the Purple Lake, just a little bit on here, just to see, because I like that little touch of red violet going on here. However, I don't think that is vivid enough for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to my primary elements from Color Art. Now I have, I think, most of them. I'm going to send them most of the colors here. And what I do is I do them by color schemes, right? I do my cools and I just work my way down. So I know I want a purple here, so I'm trying to find, let's see, I think this ginger flower might be nice in there. So once more, I'm going to spray my canvas down. Remember that this canvas was done basically with watercolors for the most part. And this primary element is a pigment. It's a dry pigment. Hey, Kathy. It's a dry pigment, and it will reactivate once it's dry. But what I'll do is I layer things so much, and I may come back in with, say, that purple lake later on and go over this. There's no telling. I just go back and forth until I get it where I want it to be. So let's just try. Ooh. Just brushing it on, and once again, going for the water. I'm just playing here. Now, if that's too much, I can wipe off or dab, not wipe, but I just dab it off here. I'm just putting it on there. So let's see. Like that. I love how when you do things like this and use the water, how the colors interact and give you a color that you hadn't expected. And they just bleed into each other, which I absolutely love, which is why I do this. And it also goes in here into these crackles. You see that? And it really accentuates the crackles. The downside to this, of course, is that when you're working wet like this, you have to let it dry. At some point, you can't just keep going. So it has to sit. Yeah, let me see. So that goes a long way, you can see with that. I use these primary element pigments all the time, and they really go a long way. They will last you a very, very long time. I don't know why I have so many of them. I don't use all of them, but it's all about choices. I really like to have choices when I'm working. So, got that there. Maybe I could go, I don't know. I also like Magicals, and that Magicals have a bit of a secondary color in there. I don't know. Okay, I'm living on the edge here. I don't know what's going to happen with this. This is called Tibetan Poppy Teal. I'm just going to give it a little go in there. Wow, okay. Liking that. So I'm always glad when I pick the right one. Okay, so this is giving me some more of that turquoisey in there. I love the way that blends in with this, whatever that was. What was that? Oh, ginger flower. So put some over here. Okay, I'm going to leave this yellowish over here. I want that break from the blue-green and the red-violet that's going on here. Okay, so let's put that one aside and go to, this is the top one. Haven't touched it. So, I'm going to go use some more of this Tibetan Poppy Teal. I have no plan. I never have a plan. I grab what appeals to me. I like this color, so I'm going to go with it. And sometimes, for me, I enjoy trying to make it work. If I put two colors on here and they don't go, then it's like, okay, how am I going to save that? What am I going to do? So that's working. It also gives a bit of shading here. It's a bit darker, so I can shade a little bit. It's the insides of these openings. Let's see, where shall I go next? How about over here? The magicals tend to come in sets, and I don't have as many of those because they don't offer all the colors independently. So if you want a particular color, you're stuck buying the whole set, which, unless they've changed something recently, which kind of hacks me off because it's like I don't always want all those colors. Sometimes I want a particular one, but they do offer some by themselves. You just have to check. It's Lindy's, LINDY''S Stamp Gang is the place where you can get the magicals. And again, they're just dry pigment, just like what the primary elements are. You get more for your money, I think, with the primary elements. And I just really love the primary elements. Hi, Itty Bitty. You coming to... The kitty's just coming to say hi here. Yes, I see you. You can't come over here. Okay, so maybe a little more back over here. And some of these little balls. Hey, don't want to get on that. She's like, oh, on stuff. May come loose, and you know, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so we got that on there. What shall I do next? Bye, itty bitty. I think I will go with, I have my stand over here. It has all my stuff on it. So this way I can just, it's on rollers. I can just look and see what I want to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in a different direction. I'm gonna go with some orange here. In the spots where I already have orange, but remember those were watercolor, and also the Daler Rowney Flame Orange was what was down there. But I like everything to have some shine to it. I love metallics. So this is the primary elements. This is called Orange Peel. I love the way that accentuates the things, the beads there. Kind of bring that over a little bit. Where it meets that blue, it's making a green. That's really nice. Okay. How about a little more of the orange over here on this corner? Extending this out to get on some of these little balls there too, just because it's cool. All right, now that red violet that I had on the base, thinking about how I'm going to put that in here. That's going to interact with this blue and make a really nice, I think, purple. So Let's see, am I gonna go with that ginger flower again? What the heck? I will keep them out so I know what I've used because I go back and forth so much. Okay. I don't want to cover up all the blue, but ooh, looky there. I make sound effects, sorry. Drives my wife crazy. Now, one thing I can do once this dries, if I'm really attached to the way it looks right now, and I want to keep everything that's happening right here on here, one thing I can do is I can just go back over, I can use my varnish, and I can go back over this with a varnish. I layer the varnish too. It's not just a finish coat with me, I use it all over the place. So let's see, how about, I'm thinking a little bit right in here.